Right. So, Emma, we've been seeing a lot of chatter about quantum computing globally, but I've just been looking through this report on the UAE, and honestly, it's quite astonishing. They're not just talking, they're doing it.
Oh, really? That's interesting. I mean, when I think quantum, I usually think of like the US or China, you know? What's got you so excited about the UAE then, James?
Well, the thing is, Emma, they've actually put in place some incredibly bold moves. Like in 2024, they made post-quantum cryptography mandatory for all public agencies and critical infrastructure. Not a trial, mind you, but actual regulation. That's huge. It puts them well ahead of several G20 peers.
Wow, mandatory. That's a massive commitment, isn't it? So they're not just dabbling, they're all in. And who's behind this, like this huge push?
Absolutely all in. The Advanced Technology Research Council, or ATRC, launched back in 2020. They operate through the Technology Innovation Institute, TII. And their Quantum Research Center, it's seriously developing domestic qubit systems, secure cryptography, and even applied sensing tech. It's quite the foundation, really.
Okay, so they've got the policy, they've got the research institutions, but is it just like theoretical stuff, or are they actually building something tangible? Because sometimes these big announcements, they can be a bit, well, abstract.
That's a really good question, Emma. And actually, this is where it gets even more impressive. They're absolutely not just being theoretical. The Expanse initiative, for example, launched just this May, 2025, at the Make It in the Emirates Summit. It's brought together national leaders, like ADNOC, and global tech stakeholders. The whole point is to turn these quantum concepts into practical solutions for energy, logistics, and security. It's proper applied science, really.
So they're getting big companies involved. That makes sense. But what about, the intellectual side, like the brain power? Is it all just government and corporations?
Oh, absolutely not. The ecosystem isn't just government-led. You've got public-private collaborations really taking off. For instance, Norma and Al Fardan Ventures signed an MOU in 2025 to establish a regional quantum R&D center focused on AI, data infrastructure, and a quantum-secure cloud. Plus, NYU Abu Dhabi's Center for Quantum and Topological Systems, or CQTS, is becoming like the intellectual engine. It was highlighted at the Quantum Innovation Summit 2025, bridging that high-level theory with deployable tech. It's an academic anchor for the entire MENA region. What's really clever, Emma, is how the UAE manages its international relations. They've got this strategic neutrality, right? It makes them like a collaborative magnet. They're politically flexible, so they're open to partnerships with Western, Asian, and even emerging market quantum players. It's a very smart play, I think.
That's interesting. So they're not picking sides, which I guess opens up more doors, right? And what about funding? Because that's usually like a huge part of, any big tech push.
Precisely. And the funding flows are designed to attract not just multinationals, but also early-stage ventures. They've set up zones like Vernex Quantum Valley, which offers incredible startup incentives and access to national infrastructure. It's this brilliant blend of government backing and private sector acceleration. It's really about building that full ecosystem, and their presence at G7-aligned initiatives is becoming super visible too. They're presenting themselves as a node of influence, not just some peripheral player.
Oh, that's a powerful way to put it. Node of influence. So what are the big opportunities they're eyeing with all this, strategic positioning and investment?
Well, the opportunities are quite clear, really. First off, cyber resilience. Those encryption mandates are boosting their sovereignty and trust in digital infrastructure. Then there's economic diversification, tying quantum R&D directly to their Vision 2030, moving towards knowledge-based industries. And regional leadership, making them a gravitational center for talent and capital with places like Vernex. But, of course, it's not without challenges.
Right. There are always challenges. What's like the biggest hurdle they're facing? Is it getting enough people?
Yeah, talent capacity is a big one. Engineering expertise is still developing, and there's a real risk of brain drain, you know? Keeping that talent is key. Also, commercial gaps. Hardware and software pipelines aren't fully deployed yet. Systems are still in early stage pilot mode. And then there's execution pressure, ensuring sustained coordination across academia, industry, and policy to avoid fragmentation. The thing is, Emma, by mid-2025, they're not just experimenting, they're executing on quantum. It's a strategy, not spectacle. They're building capability, not just capacity. It's a blueprint, not a brochure.
Wow, that's such a firm statement. So it sounds like they're truly serious about defining the future of quantum rather than just participating. It's really quite fascinating, James.